Hey everybody, my name is James Maxwell. I run Straw Hat Media. We're a digital advertising agency that helps e-com owners take their business to the next level using Google Ads. If you'd like help, there's a link in my description. But today I want to talk about the best way to use dynamic search ads and how to build those campaigns. So let's hop right into it. So here we are, we're going to hop right into it. I'm not in my dummy account or my playground account, my sandbox account. We actually have to be in a real account because my sandbox account doesn't have a product feed in it. We're tackling dynamic search ads. So when you're building a dynamic search ad, you need to have a merchant center linked to the account, a product feed that's linked to the account. So we're gonna go straight into it. First, I want to talk to you about a little bit more about what a dynamic search ad is. Because my typical clients are e-commerce customers, I'm going to talk primarily about e-commerce in this. With e-commerce specifically, say you have 500 products in your merchant center and you have them all grouped out very nicely and you have done the SEO on your web page. And this is another reason as to why it's so important to build a quality landing page, build a landing page that's built around SEO, is for this purpose. So Google's going to crawl through these pages that you give it. It's going to make a search ad based off of that. So right here, how headlines work, it's going to talk about how they fill in the headlines, and Google's going to make those headlines for you. So it makes it a lot less tedious to go and build a dynamic search campaign versus, per se, building 500 individual search campaigns. So this is just making your life a whole lot easier. So this goes off of your landing page, your URL, your headlines, your tags in the site, actually making sure that everything in your site is trying to be as SEO optimized as possible. It's going to help you in the long run with DSA. So a few key things that I actually wanted to talk about would be how they show and how they target, how the targeting works before we actually get into building the campaign. So how targeting works, I think these two are great. This kind of whole section right here is just a great thing to read, so I'm going to read it. You can read it in your own time. I can leave the link in the description, but I wanted to read kind of just a little bit about it. So the URL equals targets individuals, URLs from your website. For example, if you're new to dynamic search ads and you want to test it out, you can create a URL that equals your target for your website's homepage. And URL contains targets pages with URLs containing certain strings in your URL. And I'll give you a little example of that as well. So back to actually building the process out, we're going to select the campaign goal of sales, just because I am building this for a hypothetical e-commerce company. I'm just showing you the structure of how we build the DSA campaign. So we click sales, then we go down purchases because this is an e-commerce store, and then next, continue. We're going to click search, website visits. We're going to use this website. It is not my client. So if they see this, I built you a DSA campaign, hit me up. But yeah, so we're going to use this. I don't know, it's just a generalized store of just moon lamps. Go back and we're going to click say moon lamps. Perfect. Now we're going to go next. And we're going to focus on conversions, but we're not going to set a TCPA. I'm going to leave that open so that we can actually get those numbers first. Next, we're going to take it off of search, we're going to take it off of display, and then we're going to switch this to Australia. Actually, we'll do United States. Do presence, and then here's where it gets to the part. So more settings, dynamic search settings, website, we're going to put that in there. That Moonlight, English, next. Now we get to choose the categories of it. Let me see if they, okay. So we get to choose the categories of it. Let's choose all of them. We're going to use all web pages as well. All web pages. Perfect. So we've chosen all of them, and we've used all web pages right now. So it's as basic as that gets. And then we're going to set a description. So we'll say best moonlamps. Created this for your dream night suite. Something like that. And then we'll do best circle like glowing orb. Obviously this isn't something I would just use, but now we have that there. We're gonna click done. Okay, that's what we're gonna put there. So we're actually gonna put just 7 of these categories just because they're more relevant to my or to this store. And then we're gonna name this next. We'll use account level site links. And then if you were actually doing this, you'd want to fill all of this out. Probably not going to put a number on this one just because we don't have it. And then images. And mentions, you can add apps, structured snippets. I always add structured snippets. And then that's what I'm going to do. Perfect. Next. And then we'll do not sure what that is about. Do this. $1. Perfect. Next. And your DSA is ready to publish. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this. Okay. One second. Perfect. And we're back. Not sure why it's giving me this. One second. Perfect. So it's having me do this again. Let me skip through this real quick. Perfect. So I kept the rest of my stuff. So we're just selecting these again. I'm going to click all web pages. All web pages in my website. But if you wanted to do different things, you can do. This is where this comes in. URL contains. So say I had a thank you page, or say I had a dedicated page. Let's see. Create rules, URL contains this. You just add that. So I'll add that, and then I'll take all pages out, and then we can go and continue. Done. Next. We'll still use the same account level site links. We'll do call outs. Perfect. I'm going to skip the phone number. We're going to add some images. Okay, it would not let me do that in full screen for whatever reason, but now we're ready to publish. All of these are the same. Budget extensions, I'm not going to play. I'm just going to publish it and get it out there. Boom. So now that that's published, it's going into review, under review. But you can see here, if you go to add groups, you have the Moonlight, and you're not really able to mess around too much with the ads. You're able to mess around with the descriptions more so. We can add a new ad group. Okay, so we can add a new dynamic search ad group by doing this. say you had a different part of your website that you wanted to advertise. So we'll switch that to dynamic. Continue. Let's see what else I can do on this. Maybe you're advertising your reviews. I'm just gonna do it for this scenario, but this drop shipping store. Perfect. So we're gonna put that here. Go back. We're gonna name this reviews. And we are going to select none of those. I'm gonna do this. Add that. Continue. Perfect. So now we're going to save and continue. There we go. Now that we're back here, we have everything set up. Ad group, ads, and all that's left is for this to learn, optimize, and then eventually start to scale. So if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like help running your Google Ads, there's a link in my description. Let's schedule a time to talk and see how I can help you and your e-commerce brand become more profitable. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you.